Victor showed us how he can pull up a list of links on a page using VoiceOver and even search through them. This feature is obviously most useful if, firstly, the screen reader can find the links, and secondly, if the actual text of the links is meaningful. For the first, there are 3 common patterns that we see which can cause the screen reader to miss links in the page. One is using a span with some link styling, or an anchor tag without an href attribute. This is popular for single-page applications when you have something which is effectively an internal link which does some JavaScript-based navigation within the app, or else for when you want something which performs an action but looks like a link. For anything which behaves like a link, including within a single-page application, you should absolutely use an anchor tag with an href attribute. No exceptions. You can read more about how to make those links work nicely with smooth single-page app navigation in the instructor notes. But for now, let's focus on what it means for accessibility. Not only will this make the link show up in the links list, but it will mean it automatically works with the keyboard, and that you can do things like copy or bookmark the link location. The second pattern is the opposite problem, something which is implemented using a link, but is really more like a button. You can often recognize this by the href attribute being something nonsensical. For this case, we'll just replace that anchor tag with a button tag and style it appropriately. In the next class, we'll learn another technique for making elements appear to have a different role to assistive technology. And the third example is where we have an image used as link content. For example, sometimes you might have a piece of text which needs a very specific style, like a logo, and which is implemented as an image. To the average sighted user, this works fine because they can still understand what the link is for. However, for an assistive technology user, this makes the link unusable. We can fix that by using our usual alt text technique to make sure the link is exposed correctly to the assistive technology layer. Just make sure the image has alt text. So that takes care of making sure the screen reader can find the links. But we also need to make sure that once the link makes it into the links list, that it's also useful. We do that by making sure its text is descriptive. The WebAIM checklist has a stronger and weaker version of this point. The stronger one, item 2.4.9, states that the purpose of each link should be able to be determined from the link text alone. The Wikipedia example that Victor showed had a lot of really useful link text examples because of the way a wiki format encourages creating links, which use the page's title as their text. In general, link text should give any user enough information to decide whether they want to click it. One common example of uninformative link text we see a lot these days is learn more. Usually this leads to a longer article about the subject of the preceding sentence or paragraph. So one way we can make it more useful for everyone is to rewrite the text to say something like learn more about responsive layouts in this case, or even making responsive layouts the paragraph heading, the link. This also means that if I'm visually skimming the page for links, I don't need to backtrack through the rest of the paragraph to see what the link might be about.